Okay, I think I'm hitting a wall. The West Coast ports are big enough, and the demand is high enough. What gives? Why don't the big ships come to LA? I decided to talk to some experts. And boom, they hit me with perhaps the most obvious explanation. And it actually has very little to do with our ports at all.
If you look at ports like Rotterdam, they're literally putting the box on the ground and then putting it on another ship.
Most of them don't get put on trucks.
When the ports of Rotterdam and Antwerp were discussing accommodating the next generation of container ships, they had a huge concern.
The Belgian government was very clear it didn't want that much more truck traffic in a small and crowded country. The Dutch government said the same with respect to Rotterdam. The government was insistent that the terminal operator had to guarantee that a certain percentage of these containers would go out by barge to other locations.
The Netherlands and Belgium didn't want the entire European continent's truck traffic clogging up their small countries' highways. So now, right after a big ship is unloaded, most of the cargo is immediately placed back onto smaller feeder ships, either to go across the North Sea or through the continent's many navigable rivers. This is super fast and efficient. Smaller ships move cargo up and down the coast, taking pressure off portside warehouses and highways. But in the US,
everything that comes in on these ships has to somehow be put onto a truck or else onto a railroad car. And that takes time. You've got lines of trucks waiting to collect these containers.
Even if megaships can dock here, it will sit there for days, losing money by the hour. So yes, technically, a few ports can handle the biggest ships, but the ships themselves don't want to come. So why don't we have a network of feeder ships like Europe and China? Well, remember the unintended consequences of the Jones Act I mentioned? To this day, it still prevents foreign ships from transporting goods domestically, and the US did not build its own fleet of small cargo ships. But before you go ahead and give all the blame to this outdated piece of legislation, let's go back and look at Europe's feeder system. A river barge can go all the way from Rotterdam, up the Rhine, all the way to Basel, Switzerland, with a population of 200,000. Even more than that, the Rhine, via canals, connects to the Danube all the way to the Black Sea. Now, look at the American West Coast. Notice anything? Along the whole coast, there's only one river, going up to the middle of nowhere, Idaho. Even if we had feeder ships, there'd be nowhere for them to go. Outside of California, the West is sparsely populated. Almost all the cargo that gets unloaded goes straight on a train to service inland America. It's the only option we have.